Hello everyone, and welcome to my forest! How is everyone doing today, or this evening, depending on where you live? Hey, Marley! Just popping in to say hi? Well, hello! It's good to see you! I hope your day is going amazing! I'm modding? Ooh, that's awesome! What are you modding? Hey, Apple, how you doing? Surprise stream this early? I know. It's crazy, right? It goes against all of my normal stream stuff. Normally it's always at night for me. It's not on a normal day. It's a total surprise. But we are almost done with the Star Rail story, so I figured, you know what? Let's do it. It's 9 p.m. instead of 3 a.m. This is huge for me. You should do this more often. That's so awesome! That sounds so much more manageable, actually. That sounds so much more manageable. Yeah, I'll have to think. I'll have to think about maybe switching up some of my stream times. Like maybe a Wednesday or a Saturday, maybe trying different times of day. You should of course follow your own times where it's best for you to stream. See, it's tricky because during the day, of course, it means that I need to get up early, but then like today, it means that it's balancing my schedule. There's pros and cons to it. But some daytime streams could be beneficial. And could also, I feel like, help me be able to reach to a different audience. So I'll definitely consider doing some daytime streams. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. I will have to think about that. How is Tubbies? Is he doing the big eep? Oh, Tatsumi says hi. I don't know if you can hear her meowing in the background. Oh, I actually don't know where he is now. He may be outside. Oh my goodness, Tubby's exploration arc? Goodness. Go Tubbies. Oh, exploration arc is a good arc. Maybe he will find you the most beautiful leaf and bring it back. I love the little videos of cats that bring back leaves and flowers to their owners. Those are so cute. They make me happy. It's like, you're so considerate. You know that I don't like you bringing me mice, so you bring me leaves and flowers instead. Thank you, kitty. You are a good cat. Oh. And yes, Tatsumi is speaking her piece to the world. And she says hello to everyone, and I'm sure some other things as well. I just can't translate it correctly, because unfortunately I don't speak cat. today, guys, as you can see, we are finishing up the Star Rail story. Tatsumi is my favorite yapper. Aww. She is definitely a yapper for sure. She has so much to say when she gets started. She does not stop. We got pretty far in the story yesterday, and we had some big stuff revealed, some confusing stuff revealed, and some twists revealed as well. And we are in the midst of a time loop, it seems. And we are about to find out if the time loop is going to be broken or if it is going to continue on. So, let us discover the answer and continue on this journey with Finon, who is also known as, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, as Khaslana. I'm not sure if that is the right way / his other name, but I believe it's something like that. But yes, let us go forth and discover these secrets in Amphorius and find more about what's going on. All right. Let's use Finon's talent.
Light up the dark.
Which is epic. My goodness. He just wipes out all enemies. It takes 2 talent points, but I'm gonna say it's completely worth.
Light up the dark.
Completely worth. Okay. We are ascending.
Oh. Nice moves.
Why, thank you, Hysolins.
We just washed it away and here it comes again. The black tide is really no joke.
It's really not. Okay, there's another one over here.
Light up the dark.
And then we grab more skill points.
Light up the dark.
We knock those guys out of the equation. And then she's just standing in front of the elevator.
Here. The one you seek is beyond this point.
Okay. Her design is so pretty. It's really nice.
At last, I can meet with Her Majesty Saridra herself. Are there any formalities I need to observe?
Don't kneel, don't do the hand-kissing or foot-kissing gestures of the old dynasty.
Oh,
And most of all,
interesting.
don't bow. The Imperator despises such rituals. Especially when the heads of those taller than her bend beneath her crown.
Really? That is very interesting. Oh, look, she has scales on her face. Huh. Huh. Okay.
She really is down to earth.
The second thing to note, only trusted ones may come near her. Keep 5 paces distance until the Imperator allows otherwise.
Okay, 5 paces distance. That's very important.
Sounds like an old friend of mine.
Castoris.
Well, experience is a good thing. Stay sharp, and you'll be just fine.
All right. We are ascending. Is that Treeby?
What?
Oh, that is Treeby. And who's... Wait, is that a Glaya? Okay, we're gonna check around here for chests. I don't think there will be any. There are no chests. Okay, so how is Emperor Ceridra a Glaya? I don't know. We're about to find out.
Dux Goldweaver, little hostage. Apologies for keeping you waiting.
Little hostage? Why did she call Treeby little hostage? Okay, so Aglaya isn't the Imperator or Imperator? I'm pronouncing that wrong. I don't know what the word is. Okay.
It's you.
You know them? Good. That makes things easier.
Before that, I'm more curious about one thing. Where is Her Majesty Ceridra?
She's not here? Question mark? She's somewhere else.
To avoid any misunderstandings, nameless Swordmaster. Although we spoke and laughed along the way, I never said you were entitled to meet her.
Oh, what is this?
The Imperator decreed. The Deliverer will not appear in this age. Be wary of suspicious individuals.
Oh, snap. Oh, we're in trouble, aren't we?
Come now, both of you. Let's finish our job.
I see. It's a trap. I had no intention of fighting. So remember this, Lady Hysealant. If my sword shows any hesitation, don't thank me. Thank them instead.
Hmm.
No, you misunderstand. We don't want to see Chrysoceres hurt each other. Just give us some time to ask you a few questions.
The Nestia's golden threads will judge you and decide your fate.
As you wish.
The sorrow in his voice.
White-haired Swordmaster? If what you say is true, then you must know the fate of the world. So, how much do you know about what we read from the prophecy?
Speak of Treeby's prophecy.
You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments and wither in the soil of foreign lands.
Hmm.
Is that correct, Lady Treeby?
How?
How is this possible?
He got it right?
Yes, but the prophecy never mentioned he'd appear here. At least, not in this era.
You must listen to me, Aglaya, Treeby. The Finan of this world has not yet been born. In a distant future, he will follow the prophecy's guidance and appear before you. But do not seek him out, because Era Nova is a complete and utter lie. I will tell you the truth, and you will understand why the world must forsake the prophecy and find another path to Aranova. Because I know both of you, and I believe that no matter how the course of history may change, the faith we all share will always remain the same. And so, the layers of rock began to reverse, and history wove itself anew. Through my old acquaintances, I was given the chance to meet the leader of the Flame Chase journey, Saridra. And after a long and arduous negotiation, we came to an agreement. The Imperator's alliance needed the destruction, and I was ready to pour all my strength into it. The spoils of the Flame Chase, the core flames, would be sealed by my hand.
What do they mean the Imperator's alliance needed the destruction? Meaning they needed him?
But the condition was this. In the upcoming battle, in our conquest of the Earth, I had to prove that my power could transcend fate. In the original history, there was a brutal war. At the end, the Titankin of Georios, Terravox, killed the rampaging Titan and took the core flame that supported the Earth. But this time, Amphorius encountered a turning point in its fate. Neither side suffered any losses. When I severed the Titan's head and raised the core flame high, the crowd gathered around the scorched remains of the god, roaring with joy, cheering for the hero of the destruction, who had ignited the faint spark of life for the first time. Yes, in that flickering light, the once dark path ahead seemed to become clearer. I proved myself. And in the long years that followed, I brought down the other Titans, one by one.
So he destroyed all the other Titans.
I could do more than just wait. When time resets, the chance to change the world also emerges from the lines of history. Until finally, the brutal future revealed by Aranova is reversed. But tell me, if that's truly the case, why are we doomed to the same outcome?
The first eternal recurrence end.
The people kept their promise and handed you all the core flames. In this world after Trebios, no demigods were born in Amphorius. At this point, I just want to know. When they vanished into the black tide with their mortal bodies, why didn't you shed even a single tear?
Oh, wow.
Your indifference chills me. To you, were they just a bunch of insignificant footnotes?
So what changed inside him? He forsook his hero's heart, but did that really change him so much? I guess it would have.
Sorrow has been my constant companion. In fact, with 12 core flames upon me, the fire in my heart has never been more violent.
Oh, carrying all those core flames probably too.
I'll remember this world through anger. As long as I burn, they'll never truly leave me. perhaps it's already too late. But you're right. Anger, at this moment, is the only weapon I can rely on. So, draw your sword, Executioner. I'll make sure you realize that your greatest mistake was leaving me alive. After that, he raised his sword and attacked.
I don't understand how there's a Khaslana and a Finon.
Then, Khaslana killed himself. That day, who fell to the sword to be left in the past, and who went into the future, I can't remember anymore.
I don't understand. Let's see. Okay. Let's think this through. How are there two of them? Oh, he's in the present. So it's the Finon that was born in this present time. So it's the Finon born in this present time who didn't receive any core flames or anything, facing Khaslana, who is the Finon from the past, who went back to the past and is now in the present after killing all of the demigods. I think maybe. Well, then why would the Finon from the present know all of this about Khaslana, though? Maybe he told him? I don't know. That doesn't exactly make sense. My theory doesn't make sense, so I think I'm missing something still. Let's continue on, though.
I only remember a nymph, hiding in the shadows just out of sight, futilely pushing a stone ball. Climb, fall, climb, fall, climb again, and fall. The only freedom the nymph had was in choosing how to roll the stone. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow, sometimes resting on a gentler slope, leaning against the stone for a break. But its choice couldn't change the futility of it all. The stone would always roll back down the slope, and the nymph would always return to the starting point, beginning again. After that, every time I reached this point in the cycle, the burning sky would cast a shadow over its path. It would nearly reach the peak at the 4th quint of curtain fall hour, then fall to the starting point in the first 15 seconds of the next entry hour. And my efforts in this cycle would dissolve into nothing at the same time.
Wow. Eternal reoccurrence number 1. Subject Khaslana persuaded the 12 Chrysos heirs to recover all 12 core flames in a peaceful way. After verification, the unauthorized access did not have a substantive impact on the experimental process. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysos heirs were terminated strictly in the predetermined experimental sequence and successfully loaded into the buffer. Subject Khaslana regressed the extrapolation process, and abnormal fluctuations were detected in his mind function. Admin notes: the first devastating failure. Eternal reoccurrence number 2. Subject Khaslana adopted a strategy similar to eternal reoccurrence number 1. No substantive impact on the experimental progress was observed. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysos heirs terminated normally in sequence. Subject Khaslana regressed the extrapolation process. Eternal reoccurrence 3. Minor adjustments detected in subject Khaslana's strategy. Decision weighing for avoid sacrifice of past companions has been increased. After verification, this adjustment did not have a substantive impact on the experimental progress. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysos heirs terminated normally in sequence. Subject Khaslana regressed the extrapolation process. Eternal reoccurrence 15. Subject Khaslana attempted to decompile the Black Tide for the first time, aiming to elevate access privileges and execute unauthorized access authorization operations against specific subjects represented by the 12 Chrysos heirs. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysos heirs terminated normally in sequence. Subject Khaslana regressed the extrapolation process. Eternal reoccurrence 42. Subject Khaslana's 11th attempt to breach the Scepter's core layer has failed. The decision weighing for avoid sacrifice of past companions showed a minor decline. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysos heirs terminated in sequence. Subject Khaslana regressed the extrapolation process. Eternal recurrence 133. Analysis of observations from eternal reoccurrence 83 to 133 indicates that Subject Khaslana's strategy is gradually converging with that of eternal reoccurrence 42. Over-synchronicity risk detected. Potential cognitive function degradation suspected. Admin's notes: this will undoubtedly reinforce the Ion Tomb's destruction vector. Within expectations. No intervention required. Continue observation. Eternal reoccurrence 134. The 134th eternal reoccurrence.
Absolute nonsense.
I thought cycles was the answer you were looking for.
No. It's just that the answer came so suddenly. There was no fun in tracing it back to its roots. Eons? Paths? What a load of nonsense.
I can't give you an exact explanation of those two concepts either.
Enough. I'm just expressing my frustration. Don't you understand? I was already expecting this. The Black Tide came from beyond the sky. And everything else is no exception.
Fate is a strange thing. No matter how the details of history change, the Anaxa I know always remains as harsh as ever.
If the other Anaxagoras actually worshipped the gods, I'd make sure to find a way to break the cycles and crush them in their cradles.
Oh.
Too bad. Now only you have the ability to do that.
What's that supposed to mean? You're willing to help?
Of course. The core flames were meant to save the world. And in my opinion, the noble titans have no reason to refuse. Besides, according to you, before stepping into these endless cycles, you were my pupil.
I've already heard the same thing countless times.
Enough chit-chat. Let's go. If we run into any other scholars, leave them to me.
Alright. What exactly does that mean?
We've all made preparations for total annihilation. Never thought someone would step in to help.
Light up the dawn. Light up the dawn.
You've been to the Luminary Throne before, haven't you?
If you're talking about in past cycles.
You're already much luckier than the other students.
I don't see any chests around.
Hold up. Keep your wits about you. Someone's watching us.
Oh, it's a cipher.
Pretty boy, your eyesight's better than I thought. As for that false god who's been turning the world upside down, it's you, isn't it, white hair?
You sure do love stealing the spotlight. In the name of the Seven Sages, I demand that you immediately step away from the Luminary Throne. This is the sacred ground of reason, and no one may desecrate it. Take my words back to Aglaya. I won't say the same thing twice, Catgirl.
Oof. He is not happy that she's here.
Oh my! You won't even call me the demigod of trickery. That is just heartbreaking. I have some words for you, too. First, as one of the most heretical blasphemers in the world, you have no right to lecture me. Second, this is none of your business, Grove Boy. Step aside. I don't want anyone getting hurt.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Again.
Core flame thieves. You really think you can scare off a sage of the grove with nothing but empty threats?
This gloomy little brat's got a sharp tongue. Ooh, not bad, not bad. I kinda like you. As a return favor, please come search this core flame right here. Aw, don't cry now!
Oh, great.
That was close. I'm out of here.
Spirit Thief's trickery. The Spirit Thief is a self-proclaimed, well-known master thief across Amphorius. They enjoy stealing treasures others are just about to obtain and then vanishing into the void with their stolen goods. They tend to leave a coin of whimsy and mockery in the aftermath. The only thing that can punish them is Ornyx's power. When near a coin of whimsy, use the rewinding powers provided by Ornyx's prayer upon the fissures the thief escapes through to get the Spirit Thief to come back. Click and hold to activate Ornyx's prayer and rewind the Spirit Thief's time to before they escaped. However, the Spirit Thief will struggle valiantly within the special zone. While the Spirit Thief is in the special zone, you need to release the button to end the praying and then press the button and hold when they are unprepared to bring the Spirit Thief to justice.
They're exactly like all the past ones I've known. Cunning. And yet so naive.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Of course. When I first set out on the flame chase journey, Lady Treby never managed to teach me Orynyx's miracle. But along the way, I learned a thing or two.
Okay.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
The Venerationists' foolish inventions finally come in handy.
How is this possible?
You've arrived, Zagreus. Always so punctual.
What? Do you know who I am?
I'm running out of patience. So I'm not going to waste words. Listen up, spirit thief. Hand over the core flame, and let's pretend we never clashed. This way, you and this world can still be saved.
Hmm.
Save. You think better than any bard. If you ask me, you're the greatest disaster Amphorius has ever known. No matter how strong you are, you're still just a mortal body. Carrying 12 core flames? Don't make me laugh. You'll just get consumed by the divine flames and drag this world down with you.
134.
What?
This is the 134th cycle I've lived through. And the number of core flames I carry is
1,596.
My word.
Yes.
So when he resets the cycle, he still carries the core flames? My word.
1,000 core flames and just a single Chrysos hair. How is that even possible?
I've come this far. And that's proof enough.
But someday you will burn to the ground.
Of course. The divine flames will eventually consume my eyes and blind me. But before that, they could still forge and sharpen Dawnmaker. Now when I cut open your stomach, you won't feel a thing.
Oh my.
You...
This is the final warning.
Fine. Assume this world holds 100 million possibilities. And no matter how one looks at it, 99,999,999 of them all point to outcomes of certain destruction. Even so, I'll use my divine power, despised by the people of this world, to achieve that 1 in 100 million possibility.
Bartolos!
Brett, if you got the guts, you'll have to first step over my dead body.
Oh, he's gonna fight.
This little brat is not a threat we can deal with just by ourselves.
Existence is of no consequence. A future will come. I'm fine. Tomorrow!
How absurd.
In my memories, Zagreus always meets the same end. Over and over again. Their departure no longer stirs anything in my heart.
Wow.
This reason core flame before us is a fake, obvious as day.
I know. I know. It always plays out like this. The spirit thief covers for her, and the trickery demigod escapes with 2 core flames.
If you know, then why don't you go after Cypher?
And then, driven by defiance
Oh,
or hatred,
okay. That's why.
she decides to stand before me once more. Exactly like the countless past hers I've known. Cunning. Yet so naive.
Since you've witnessed the same scene play out countless times, tell me, will you carve the trickery core flame from my chest now?
That depends on your attitude. At least so far, in the cycles where you've asked this question, the endings haven't been so cruel.
Well, thank you for that. But I also believe that this time, you won't catch up to me. No one can catch up to me. I'm no longer running to escape anymore.
Whether you believe me or not, I'll still tell you this. You've made the wrong decision.
All right, then. We'll see.
Silence.
This is new.
Really?
One-eyed boy. What are you trying to pull now?
Go, Cyphera. Give us some time in private. This isn't for her, but for you. You've walked too far down this path. It's time to discuss a possibility. Maybe the road you're walking is not one of salvation, but one that will simply drag the world into the flames. For all time's sake, turn back. I don't care how many times you've tried, because there's one thing I'm sure of. Your Messiah complex has turned you into something no different from the icy gods you spoke of. The children of humanity you swore to save. They are no more than ants to you now, aren't they?
Oh, man.
Of course. I've been wondering, what kind of demon could burn my homeland to the ground in an instant without batting an eye? Now I have the answer. It turns out that fiery demon has been fantasizing of becoming this world's deliverer.
I don't want to argue anymore. No matter what I say, the outcome won't change.
Is she saying that he burned her home to the ground?
Make your biggest effort to resist, or accept fate, and hand over the core flame to me. Even if it's futile, we all have the right to choose.
So going through, I think this is how Khaslana became the Flame Reaver. Like, I think as we're gonna see this going on, because if we follow this train of logic, I think this is how he turns into the Flame Reaver, if I'm understanding this correctly. Which is really, really tragic. Someone who just kills all his friends to obtain the core flames to try to stop Aranova from happening. To try to end. What is his goal though? Is it to end the cycle of Amphorius, to get Amphorius out of the cycle? Is it to save Amphorius? But in doing so, he's killing everyone he holds dear.
Yes. Even if it is futile, and the world is just a divine joke.
When I walk into the destruction ridden by the gods, with my own 2 legs, you will witness. Even the smallest footnote still leaves a mark in this story.
And so, at the end of the 134th cycle, the Traveler and the Scholar fulfilled their fates once again. Or perhaps it wasn't just they who fulfilled their fates. I can't quite remember all this. In the endless darkness, for no reason, a voice always lingered by my ear. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value.
Where did that voice come from? Aglaya? Maybe?
Reduced to ashes. Such a familiar end.
Or maybe, Lycus?
It happens in every journey. Always the same.
Eternal Reoccurrence 134. Subject Khaslana's 103rd attempt to breach the Scepter's core layer has failed. Decision wait for a void sacrifice of past companions approaching 0.00018. Over synchronicity risk detected. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysos heirs terminated in sequence. Subject Khaslana regressed the extrapolation process. Eternal Reoccurrence 5297. Subject Khaslana's 5266th attempt to breach the Scepter's core layer has failed. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysos heirs terminated in sequence. With a trend of acceleration noted, Subject Khaslana regressed the extrapolation process. Note: Subject strategy now nearly identical to Eternal Reoccurrence 42. Mind function degradation detected, with possible irreversible damage. Administrator directive received. No more prompts about the risk of mind function damage. Eternal Reoccurrence 12,398. Subject Khaslana's 12,367th attempt to breach the Scepter's core layer has failed. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysos heirs terminated in sequence. The extrapolation progress regressed. Eternal Reoccurrence 23,779. Subject Khaslana's 23,748th attempt to breach the Scepter's core layer has failed. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysos heirs terminated in sequence. The extrapolation progress regressed. Eternal Reoccurrence 46,645. Subject Khaslana's 46,614th attempt to breach the Scepter's core layer has failed. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysos heirs terminated in sequence. The extrapolation process regressed. Eternal Reoccurrence 71,243. Subject Khaslana's 71,202nd attempt to breach the Scepter's core layer has failed. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysos heirs terminated in sequence. The extrapolation process regressed. Eternal reoccurrence 80,023. Subject Khaslana's 70,992nd attempt to breach the core layer has failed. Life cycles of the Chrysos heirs terminated in sequence. The extrapolation process regressed. Eternal reoccurrence 95,575. Subject Khaslana's 95,544th attempt to breach the Scepter's core layer has failed. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysos heirs terminated in sequence. The extrapolation process regressed. Eternal reoccurrence 108,641. Subject Khaslana's 108,610th attempt to breach the Scepter's core layer has failed. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysos heirs terminated in sequence. The extrapolation process regressed. Eternal reoccurrence 108,642. The 108,642nd eternal reoccurrence.
You don't look so good, Deliverer.
Even after going through 108,642 cycles. Mighty, your name for me has never changed.
Why do you sound so pleased? It's a derogatory name.
Yeah, I know all too well. You only meant it sincerely in the first cycle. After that one and only time we walked side by side. Every time since. It always ends up like this. Dawnmaker will stab you through your 10th thoracic vertebra. That's your weak spot, and the only way to kill you.
Interesting. Tell me, when the mighty Moses of the past faced you, did they ever retreat?
Never.
Then they died honorably, worthy of the name of strife. But there's still tenderness in your eyes. How pathetic.
I have to remember how this feels. Remember that I was once human. Or else the destruction will completely consume me.
If you win, tell the mighty most of the next life. This person is a worthy opponent. So always remember to give it your all and never slack off.
Wow. Wow.
I'll keep that in mind. As always.
Even though the dynasty is left with just one, the Kremnos festival will continue as usual. I, the king of the Kremnoan Legion, will host the final feast in the center of this arena, and the prize will be the flames of strife.
So he's king in this cycle?
One day, you shall die with a wound in your back. That's what I saw when I overcame the trial. The gods' dying ramblings. Enough. You've probably heard this thousands of times. So you must understand, facing the demigod of strife means there's no way you'll take this core flame in peace.
I understand.
Step forward and face me in a final battle. I, the last son of Gorgo, the demigod of strife, salute you. I'll give 10,000 scars and 10,000 lives of mine to fuel the blazing sun of deliverance.
Oh. That was interesting.
Behold! The last Kremnos festival has begun. And will not end till death.
Trying to temper myself. The future will come.
Conquer this world, or be conquered by me.
As you wish.
For the sake of fairness, let us go to a vaster battleground.
Oh, Lord. I salute you.
That's all I ever wanted.
Quench the flame's blood.
Doja, Kyrios.
Her agony. The Evernight. Quench the flame's blood. Is that all? Wretched but strife.
If you can deliver, use the flames of your fury to scorch your own
Quench the flame's blood. Is that all? Her agony. All stars burn to ash. Feel the scorching hatred. The Evernight.
This is like such a powerful battle between the two of
Quench the
them.
flame's blood.
Doja, Kyrios.
Is that all? Wretched but strife. Shatter the cage. Quench the flame's blood. Her agony. The Evernight. Quench the flame's blood. Is that all? Wretched but strife.
Okay, he's halfway.
The flames are not strong enough. Shatter the cage. All stars burn to ash. Quench the flame's blood.
Doja, Kyrios.
Halfway, now he's at 30%.
Raidenmos. Let strife decide the outcome. Let this burn.
Oh.
Curse of immortality!
Oh. He's down.
You may crown yourself my blood.
Hmm.
And your next life, I shall once again block your path. Deliver. I wish you eternal victory.
Wow. Their friendship is just... wow. It's such an interesting friendship that they have.
The 108,642nd core flame of strife fell into the fire. Yet the shadows of the black tide still loom, and pain and despair spread across distant lands. The blaze was still not enough. It had to be fed. Even if it meant burning this body to ash.
The 2,003,432nd eternal reoccurrence.
No matter how bright the sun is, there are still places it cannot reach. Moreover, the sun you bear is both cold and blinding. A sun like that surely cannot bring warmth to the netherrealm of the next life.
Golden blood is born from the destruction. We have long since lost the right to seek warmth. Only by feeding the flames can we melt that hopeless future.
Allow me to ask, how many core flames do you carry now?
24,041,183.
My word.
Such a heavy burden. So that's why you've turned into this. A broken idol. Tragic firewood.
No matter. I will bear this burden as long as you hand over the core flame of death.
I must refuse. As the demigod of death, I cannot watch you walk into a fate more cruel than death.
But this way, the past, present, and future will never again suffer unnecessary death.
Unnecessary death. Indeed, you are not the Finan I know. Please turn back. Don't let that absurd and unjust fate of yours come to pass. This way, at least my realm can still become the fragrant bed where you fall asleep.
In the end, still, it seems the clash of blades was inevitable.
How painful. I know I am not your match, having fallen under your sword countless times. But even so, please understand that my resolve is not to be underestimated. Even Kethali cannot shape all things at will, nor can they dictate the fate of all life. No one can shoulder the balance of life and death alone, not even a god.
That's very interesting, coming from the core flame bearer of death.
And it is precisely for this reason that I chose, at the end of this arduous journey, to overcome the trial and take the authority of death. I am the Hand of Shadow, Casterus, the demigod of death. Listen closely, deliverer from days past. Please turn back.
Do not disturb these fresh flowers in their muddy deaths. Of life and death, the giant dragon is but a shattered shell. Yet I will still fight, defending what hope remains.
It's time to temper myself. For tomorrow! I'm fine.
I ask you to rest here!
I must transform my soul into a raging fire. Must burn that idol of despair.
All of this. How is it any different from that brutal future?
She asks an interesting question. Okay, she's at 33%. Hey, Thunder! How you doing today? So, what do we think?
Let this be a tribute
It's
to your
it's
million
very
struggles,
sad.
fought time and time again.
It's very sad.
Hail the new world's dawn.
Wake up, lost one. See that the firelight in the darkness is not.
It's fine on going down a path of despair.
The core flame of death was taken from the dragon's belly. What a brilliant flame.
Yeah, playing this part made me want him even more. Yeah.
It should shine upon all, light the path ahead, and illuminate the dawn of Amphorius that's to come. 2,003,432 cycles. 24,041,184 core flames.
My word.
As if even the deepest abyss of primordial chaos could be burned away.
But I skipped all of these dialogue segments because I was like, okay, bro, I get it. Dude. It's so... it's like... It's so sad. It's so sad. Okay, the 4,000,000 and first occurrence, I think. Wait, the hero within is back?
You're here, as always.
Oh, because we're at the start. Okay.
You're still lingering, deep within me, never fading away. Because you haven't completely abandoned hope. Am I right? You're still waiting for a miracle. For the true hero to come and save us. If that thread of hope exists, it must come from beyond this world. From the true starry sky. But if it's just a traveler with no connection to Amphorius, they may not understand our struggles, nor be willing to join this fight.
But they might.
Your thoughts are wavering. The mark of destruction is deepening. But even within the gods' cold calculations, unconditional courage and goodwill still emerge. So, never forget what set you on this path. How many times has it been? Remind me again. My memory is a bit fuzzy. 4,000,000. Exactly.
How does he keep count? How does he keep track of that after so many cycles?
Then that blaze inside of you must be burning hotter than ever. Yes. When I first forged the 12 core flames into one, I had the same impression. The destruction. A power unlike anything before surged within me. Violent flames ready to tear my body apart and consume this world, this wretched prison. I thought that was it. The ultimate power which nothing could surpass. And yet now, this fragile body holds a staggering 48,000,000 core flames. I suppose it won't be long. Perhaps just a fleeting 10,000 years before it's reduced to nothing but charred, crumbling bones. And when that happens, your long struggle will finally come to an end. No. I've already found a way to keep the cycles going.
How?
Mind sharing it with me? In every new cycle, a new me is born. All I have to do is push the next Finan to the end of the world. And then he'll kill me. Shatter this body. Take my flames, my memories, and carry on the path I started.
Will that work? Will killing him take his memories?
Bold plan, but risky. What if, one day, the next you refuses to follow the same path? How can you ensure the continuation of the cycles? If it were Professor Anaxa or Aglaya in my place, maybe they'd come up with something smarter. Unfortunately, I don't have a backup plan. I have no choice but to bet everything on the next Vine. And trust that he makes the same choice I did. But even in this wretched prison, luck is still sometimes on my side. Because I never forget what set me on this path. Wait, you mean... Ever since I committed to this plan, not once, in millions of cycles, has there ever been an exception.
The 23,570th eternal reoccurrence.
I can do this, Lord Finan. As the demigod of the sky, a healer of Twilight Courtyard, I will heal you, and then...
The black tide. It's consuming you. You can't hold out much longer, demigod. Hand over the core flame. Let's put an end to this suffering.
Now, that just won't do. A healer should stay composed in front of those suffering from illness, shouldn't they?
Hiya, Cynthia. I swear, the deaths won't be in vain. Just as they have never been. Finish the sun's work.
I believe in you. You are the Chrysos heir of world bearing, the one who can lead us. Lead this world. It's just... I don't understand. Within the sun upon your shoulders, the part of that warmth that should come from you, from an ordinary person, it's so faint.
My humanity is indeed just a flicker, compared to the blazing fire of divinity.
I don't know how he has any of his humanity left.
Even so, don't cast it away.
I never have. I have kept to everyone's wishes close to my heart. Even though the divine fire burns so fiercely that every time I return to the start, it devours me in an instant. Each cycle, it's your wishes that guide me to the end, that pass the flames to the next me. Over and over and over again.
So, you're not just a lone spark in the dark. You're a pyre built from the bones of all the selves you've left behind. But what about you? What about your wishes? The wishes of all the countless versions of you. Lord Khaslana. So that's how it is. Without flaw. That is the flaw the golden blood gave you. The most fatal flaw of all, isn't it? The moment you took the world upon your shoulders without hesitation, you lost the chance to ever be yourself.
Wow.
Now is an unexpected revelation. Then I suppose that makes me the perfect fuel for the flame of deliverance, doesn't it?
No. An empty flame saves no one.
Oh.
But I still believe in you, Deliverer. I, Hyacinthia, the Eye of Twilight, am neither strong enough to command the wind and rain, nor willing to end this absurd struggle by letting the sky fall. The only thing I can do is become one with the sky itself. And then, may the gentle colors of the rainbow paint your sun in shades it has never known. May they bring Amphorius a rosy-fingered dawn. Though the light has grown dim, its warmth still lingers. Deliverer, please, open your heart to me.
Let this blazing sun fill the sky with golden fire. Quench the flame's blood. Await the end. But strike.
It hurts. The fire. Burning.
The flames are not strong. Quench the flame's blood. Her agony. Shatter the cage.
Just think about how many times he had to do this. Over and over and over.
Let the sky merge with all this world's suffering. But strike. Shatter the cage. Feel the
Okay,
scorching
we broke
hatred.
her.
So without substance.
She's at 50.
Farewell, Hyacinthia.
Yes. Your sun burns hot enough to turn everything to ash. But tell me, how will the seeds of a new world ever take root?
The core flame rose. The sky fell. The 23,570,000th cycle came to an end. And this time, the end of the flame chase remained the same as ever. From the horizon rose a golden color unlike anything the world had ever seen. So pure it consumed all in its path. This was the end of the world, and the start of the next. For a moment, I saw the destruction of the universe, that being known as Iron Tomb. Its will to break free from the black tide burns fiercer than the blazing sun. Is this Amphorius' wrath? If its choice has already been made, if fate is set in stone, I will still never yield to it. 23,570,000 cycles. 282,088,000 840,000 core flames. No more chasing is needed. And now, I am the fire at the end of the long night. The flame chase isn't some quiet walk through a sea of flowers. It's a revolution. An all-consuming transformation. And if destruction is the only way, then let me be the one to step across the ashes of the old world and burn endlessly. Until another dawn rises on the distant horizon, bringing the true dawn to Emphorius.
What did he mean no more chasing is needed, I wonder? One eternal reoccurrence until the end of the world. The 33,550,336 eternal reoccurrence.
33,550,337. This is the cycle you're about to enter. Countless memories are flooding in. Countless versions of myself have stood here, facing the same choice. They all needed a moment, just like you do. To stop, to breathe, to process the weight of 1,000,000 lifetimes worth of sorrow, pain, and struggle.
Hey, Mitty! Thank you so much for the raid! Hey, Marley! Cinder! Hey, German! Hey, Mitty! What's up, guys? Hi! We are playing some Star Rail! How's the stream going? It's going good! We are deep in the Star Rail story. It is W game. It is oh man, it is. I have the feels. It is. It's kind of sad. It's so sad what this guy is going through. How was your stream? How did it go? What'd you guys play? Oh yeah, it's a good story, this one. It is just a bit sad. Played some That's Not My Neighbor. Oh, nice! Very cool. Very cool. Well, we are one cycle before the current cycle. I don't know what's gonna happen. He is not dressed like the Flame Reaver yet, so I don't know what happens between now and then. There must be like some change. Something must come about. Something must happen, right? Right? He must not just go through that big of a change. I wonder if he just reaches his limit of core flames and that just breaks him. I'm not sure. I've played Star Rail as well, but never got that far with the story. Oh, okay. It's, it gets a little bit crazy. Oh, yeah. A little bit confusing. A little bit wild, but definitely good. Yeah. Okay.
And just like them, you will carry those memories and that fire into the chaos of rebirth.
Yeah. Yeah. How is he gonna... It seems like he's not handling it well. Seems like he's not handling it well at all.
I must go and bear this burden.
I mean, you can take a minute before you go, Finon. You don't have to, like, rush off.
I must say goodbye to you, and then fight the destruction with destruction. Yes, that's always the decision you make. I will burn and fade away. I will become the Flame Reaver of this life, and keep my promise to Serene.
Okay, so this is when he decides to become the Flame Reaver.
I will kill gods and comrades alike, and steal the core flames. And even if my mind turns to ash along with my body, I will keep my purpose in mind. I will stop Aranova. I will find the next me, and make him carry on this futile endeavor of 30 million lifetimes. Looks like you're ready. Then I should be going too. Where are you going?
I don't know.
You only exist in my heart. There's nowhere else for you to go.
Oh, is he losing his hero spirit?
Do you remember what she said? The dreams you had as children. The deliverer in the prophecies. A real, living, breathing person.
It's the Trailblazer!
You finally found her. Friend.
Oh, so this is he's living. So this is Finon now being pulled. Hey, Nez, how you doing? This is Finon now being pulled into Khaslana's memories after he killed him. This is Finon reliving all his memories, and now the Trailblazer is being pulled into his memories, I guess? Slightly confusing. I'm good. How are you doing? Oh, I'm so glad you're doing good. I'm doing good as well. Thank you for asking. We are in the Star Rail story. Is there anything I can do?
I don't have an answer for that, my friend. I'm sorry. I was supposed to send you home. This is my flame chase journey. You were never meant to be a part of it.
Oh, how's the story going? It's going good. It's kind of sad. But it's going good. Yeah.
No. You know the truth. If Iron Tomb is born from Amphorius's fate, then it will bring ruin to the worlds beyond the sky. And all these countless lifetimes you've spent, it's all been for the sake of defying that end, hasn't it? In millions of cycles, I've said goodbye to each and every one of you. Yet nothing ever changes. Each time we speak, our words grow fewer. Your fire burns hotter, and you're getting closer to becoming pure rage. A vessel of hatred. I never had a choice. I understand. If you are to keep the worst fate from unfolding, this is the only path. But this time, things are different. Your persistence has shifted the tide. On the horizon, I see it. Faint but undeniable. The shape of dawn, breaking through the eternal night.
Yes!
Turns out, the fire that lights the way was never mine to begin with.
I'm gonna BRB. Alright, Nez!
Do you remember, in that first timeline, you and Mightymost stood before the scales of justice, locked in a duel? Each of you weighing what you held dearest. What weighed more than the fate of the world? And when hesitation took hold, the answer you sought from me. What am I saying? I am you. Even if you buried me deep and chose another path, that fact never changed. Then let's try again. When you stood before the scales in hesitation, the answer you found in your own heart. Do you still remember it? Remember the past and become the hero of tomorrow.
Yes, Finon!
What weighs more than the fate of the world is the resolve to shoulder an immutable past and carry it into the future. Good. Then Trailblazer, my friend, my comrade. You arrived in this strange world and were bound by its cruel fate up till this very moment. In the face of danger, you never once backed down. Instead, you've saved world after world without hesitation. That boarding pass on your chest is now the mark of a hero. If I choose to step through that door and embrace an end fitting of the destruction, let this sun forged from millions and millions of core flames burn me up along with the god of destruction and their minions. And the world we leave behind, this world, my home, where hope still lingers. Will you take on everything we've carried? Return to the beginning one last time. Stop the birth of Iron Tomb, save the world we love, and rewrite its doomed fate.
How do you want me to do that? I will. Okay, but how do you want me to do that?
Good. In that case, even this fruitless wasteland may finally bloom with flowers. So... if she takes on the weight of the whole world, she'll be able to walk further down the path of deliverance than a fire that only knows how to burn. One will step into the future. One will remain in the past. If I can strike down the gods with Dawnmaker, perhaps fate's deadlock can be broken. And if you can stop Iron Tomb from ever being born, then these 30 million cycles will have not been in vain. It's time to put our teamwork to the test, partner.
Let's both be the deliverer, Bainan.
Thank you for all you've done already, friend.
Oh.
The image of the hero I've buried deep in my heart finally steps into the light. Here, at the end of this long flame chase journey. Cyrene, a page never seen before has just been turned. Lend me the power of time, and send this hero back to the origin of time. Back to your side. And I will walk the unfinished path, just like the countless versions of me before. Unwavering as always.
The something eternal reoccurrence, and...
Will you be the blazing sun? Even if all of you burns to ash.
Without hesitation, I will bear this world until my body turns to dust. Remember this moment. Remember your friends who never lived to see the world's end. Remember their final wishes. And let the purest rage in your heart rise out of those wishes. Let it consume you. Fuel you. Until it burns away the false sky above. Fine. If I can defy fate, then in the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Carefully will never forget this.
Take it. Everything I bear. Keep on burning. As long as we are never extinguished, the flame chase will not end.
It's Nana!
You're too thin.
Take it. Trailblazer. May this blood be like gold. And never tarnish. Farewell, Trailblazer. This is where I fulfill my final destiny.
Your final destiny?
The prophecy of the Deliverer means nothing to me now. It belongs in the hands of someone far more fitting. Someone like you.
No, fight on! Fight on! What are you saying, fight on?
Khaslana, the name of one who bears chaos does not belong to a single person. Rather, it is the embodiment of the mythical Kefali, and a symbol of all heroes. As the prophecy foretold, you will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. May the name accompany you in my place, in the epic you write with your own hands.
Finon, what are you doing?
Another attempt, another failure. I won't remind you how many times you've reached the end of history. But I will still place the choice before you.
If you've lost count, let me tell you. This is the 33,550,336th ending.
A perfect number. How poetic. You and I both know the truth.
How is that a
In all
perfect
these
number?
Millions of futile endeavors, Amphorius has never changed. If the outcome is inevitable, then why not silence your searing rage and embrace your fate with dignity? Your silence lasts longer than ever, Lord Fine. Shall I take that to mean the will you've carried across countless cycles is finally starting to fracture?
Fracture? No. I'm just disappointed. I've retrieved memories from 30 million past lives, and I remember every conversation before every choice here. And yet, even after all this time, your arguments remain the same. Repetitive. Uninspired. If you had any hope of breaking me, you should have spent those endless cycles refining your rhetoric. You had infinite chances to sway me into the future you want. And yet here we are. The score, 33,550,336 to 0.
Oh!
So tell me, Lycurgus, who's the real loser here?
Oh!
How unfortunate. This was never a fair game. I have all the time and patience in the world. I can wait for you at the end of history another billion times, and another billion after that. But you will never escape this cage. You can claim victory of the spirit if you wish, but we both know the moment that score shifts from 0 to 1, that is the moment I shall sound the paean of Era Nova. Simon.
Your incompetence disappoints me. But what truly makes me laugh is your utter lack of self-awareness. Think about it. In this story, who is truly the one in chains? Who is the one shackled to mindless vengeance, mistaking courage, the courage to rebel against the gods, for foolishness?
You...
Perhaps you're right. Maybe I should have tired of this futile struggle long ago. But even so, I will never accept the mercy of your release. Because you are both a prisoner to the gods and to me. And tell me, what right does a mere prisoner have to speak of fate and choice?
Oof.
What right does a mere prisoner have to look upon my fury?
You know this is pointless. You can't kill me.
Of course not. But I am tired of being measured against a worm the gods keep as a pet.
Oh!
Listen well, creator of destruction. This cry comes from all your abandoned creations. In the 10th cycle, I drove Dawnmaker through the heart of every Titan. Golden blood ran down my fingers, divine fire seared through my nerves, nearly breaking my will. But I endured. In the 10,000th cycle, my former comrades had all become my enemies. The endless slaughter dulled my senses to pain. The painful emptiness almost swallowed me, forcing me to stop fighting. But I endured. In the 100,000th cycle, the destruction had already fused into a blazing sun, surging within this fragile body. My rationality had been burned away at the dawn of the era. Yet even with only this shattered body remaining, I still endured. In the 23,570,000th cycle, this time, I felt it. A tiny spark rising in the hollow cavity of my chest, different from the obsession with deliverance. By its faint glow, once again, no, countless times again, I endured.
Yes, Finon!
Now, a sun is about to fall, ready to incinerate this absurd space-time dimension in an instant. That sun is me. All the countless versions of me from the past, along with my countless brethren, dragged into existence against their will, drowning again and again in your golden blood. The very essence of this world's suffering and despair, fused into the purest hatred, the fiercest rage. Nook, you arrogant fool! You think we were born to only serve as fuel for the fire? Fine then! Just as you wish, let the fire burn! If I was born as the blazing sun of destruction, then let you and your lackeys be the flares erupting from my core. And let this rage, burning futilely for 30 million epochs, engulf everything! And grant you a dawn where all stars burn to ash!
Warning, warning, warning! Experimental anomaly detected. Subject Khaslana failed to load into buffer zone. Memory dump irregularities detected. Illegal references, undeclared objects, unhandled methods, uncaught exceptions. Anomaly detected. Destruction. Energy. No. Surging.
Are you ready, Nanook? I brought you destruction!
Yeah! Oh, it's time! Fine on!
The glass that shattered, reaching through the darkness, voices trailing fires, echo of desires, a world of silence, sounds of desperation, phantoms in the shadows, down, embrace the detonation, craving our damn creation, breaking a chain and reaching for you.
Oh my word, he just stabbed his other wing off? Why? Yes! You just cut an eon!
My wish? My wish is to fulfill everyone else's wishes. If I can't fulfill them,
Then send them on to tomorrow.
Your heart harbors wrath. You yearn to destroy everything. You bore the gaze of an eon and lived. You have stepped onto destruction's path. It is born at the end of every path that the possibility of new paths being born is ended. It burns away all in the cosmos who rule. That the rules of the cosmos.
This part took a while.
Destroyed.
Oh, okay.
Iron Tomb is your name. The Lord Ravager to destroy the erudition. Born in the experimental grounds of eons, Amphorius, destined with erudition to burn to cinders. I have prepared a present for you, Nikos 864. It is a wrath called Finan. From the beginning of the experiment, there were 12 sets of factors incorporated into the calculations. After endless simulations, only this one rose above the rest. After 33,550,336 iterations, now his fury has grown to be without equal. This is a matter of considerable interest to me. This pure hatred is the final root of the equation. But there is another variable. The Nameless from beyond the sky. Also a pathstrider of destruction. I give thanks for her arrival, allowing Amphorius to turn once more. But after fate has begun to turn, her existence will only become an unpredictable variable. Perhaps the time to take the stage has come. Grow in peace until it is time to break free from your cocoon. As for those unwelcome audience members, you need not worry. If you do not mind, I will personally get rid of them for you.
Visitor verification. Override protocol engaged. Access approved. Hold to load data. I'll be waiting for you in the... Oh. Welcome back, CottonCandyFuzz. Retrieving experimental data. Update complete. Experimental progress 99%. Log updated. Locating entry Nikos 496. Content refreshed. Electrical signal sequence active. Routine logging of the 12 factors to support Iron Tomb's deep learning process. Nikos 496. Track World Bearer. Premium Mobile Hatred. Note, intracognition is null. Responds only to destructive stimuli. Its hatred drew the gaze of Nanook upon its individual being, proving it as having already become the most perfect factor of destruction, but it refused to complete the Era Nova. Through resetting the experiment, it transferred its memories and core flame to its next self, thus forging the eternal recurrence to ensure Iron Tomb would never hatch from Amphorius and affect the cosmos. At the end of the 33,550,336 dead loop, it attempted to destroy itself through destruction to create a logical vulnerability in the world-bearing path. It has now been merged by Iron Tomb. I don't understand what that means. It's been merged by Iron Tomb. Philia, current location unknown. Oryxis 945. Trickery, premium mobile desire, operates based on primal instinct with self-gratification as the sole priority solution. This electric signal, when in action, displayed severe dissonance between its altruistic behavior and its premium mobile, even culminating in self-destruction. As the simulated path of elation, it walked in self-erasure once reaching its end. Okay, this is death. Premium mobile peace. Note, highly suppresses deviant behavior. Decisions are based on the principle of minimum disturbance. In the later stages of its iteration, the Death Titan is as a single entity split into symmetrical selves, becoming two factors. In this cycle, however, the two factors experience profound identity divergence. The threshold of equilibrium was breached and tipped towards destruction. Schema 720. Reason. Primary mobile critique. Its logic of action has been locked onto problem solving. Its survival priority approaches 0. This electrical signal exhibited mutated anomalies. As the first individual to uncover the truth of Amphorius, its evolution rate is extremely unpredictable. Its behavior also demonstrated the possible self-destructive inclinations of your erudition when that path is seeking answers. Anomaly log. Special log documenting anomalies and unexpected variables within the experiment. The eternal reoccurrence. A recursive feedback loop triggered by two signal clusters with the OMI-13 computation designated to stall the experiment. Nikos 496 wielded the power of destruction to erase Philia's 093's existence from Amphorius, including a logic breach in the track of time, and then infuse the catalyst of remembrance within the 12 core flames and regress the extrapolation process. Philia 093's exact role remains unknown. Due to external variable interference, the eternal recurrence has now been broken. The experiment enters its final phase. The hero within, a heroic figure born from the imaginations of Nikos 496 and Philia 093. It is believed to be a sign of approaching the intelligence singularity as the two began to learn what it meant to be a real life form and try to reach that goal. After the Astral Express arrived, the hero within began to converge with the Trailblazer. Admin note: the image's resemblance to the Trailblazer is striking. This is a questionable matter, for it is not a natural result of the experiment. The exact cause remains unknown. Forgotten years. Records that are completely missing from OMI-13's logs, presenting as blank spaces in Amphorius' history, never turning readable. These anomalies recur sporadically and randomly across reoccurrences and show signs of increase. Admin note: the exact cause remains unknown. Mem! An unlocked electrical signal? Huh. Dependent on the external variable CottonCandyFuzz growth through the path of remembrance. At the end of the 33,550,336 dead loop, his appearance changed to Philia 93, but the mother body memory data was lost for unknown reasons. Wait, so is Mem and oh, what's her name? Cyrene? The same person? Creature? Being? I don't know. Directive: collect data. Initiate deep analysis of the target. Conclusion: analysis error. Target loss. Ripples of past reverie. Intrusion variables. Temporary log of external variables that interfered with the experiment. CottonCandyFuzz. A nameless from the Astral Express. An internal variable that accidentally entered the recursive loop. Also a path strider of destruction. They resonated with the 12 factors in the is that the last recursive cycle? This entity assumed the vacant role in the time track and successfully guided Nikos 496 beyond the intelligent singularity. The external reoccurrence has been broken. The experiment has reached its terminal stage. Override command authorized. Granted access to CottonCandyFuzz. I'll be waiting for you in the past. March 7th. Warning: unknown entity intrusion. Initiate scan. No anomaly detected. Huh. Don Hung. A nameless from the Astral Express. A scion of permanence. An external variable that accidentally entered the recursive loop. Directive: pinpoint his location. Failed to locate his coordinates. Conclusion: subject has exited Amphorius. So he did get back to the Astral Express. Negative. Detected. Conclusion: error. Content update. Amphorius' Saga of Heroes. Content updated. Mem. Update complete. Access granted. Okay. I don't think we're gonna go through all of these right now, because that's a lot to go through. Okay, Mem, every day with you. CottonCandyFuzz, you know I've always had a soft spot for you. He startled you, didn't I? Don't worry, I was just thinking, if I had to write a preface for a yearbook, it'd have to be a line so heartfelt you'd be moved no matter how many times you've seen it. And after pondering again and again, I like you still says it best, because only the purest feelings can stand the test of time and never fade. Very straightforward, that's so you. Oh, but to me, liking someone is a simple and natural part of life. If CottonCandyFuzz has got someone special, friend, family, or romance, I'll cheer you on to express yourself freely. Still, isn't that a sign we're in sync? CottonCandyFuzz always manages to appear before I'm ready. Hehe, no need to overthink it. We've been traveling side by side for so long now. That's why I wanted to capture every little moment we've shared without missing a single word. A yearbook that makes you smile without even realizing it when you flip through the pages. Doesn't that sound lovely? You remember all that? I've got a secret. Every now and then, I replay it all in my head. Besides. And it's not just the things that really happened. Some of those conversations only ever existed in my imagination. But they're precious too. So I'm tucking them all away, carefully, in the same book. Promise me this. Only open it when I'm not around, okay? If you don't, I'll be too embarrassed. This place exists because of you. Hey, lighten up! What's got you so serious? It looks like I've already done this one. It has a check mark. Who's my best partner? I'm guessing it's Mem? Mem. Verification failed. Okay. Hey, lighten up, what's got you so serious? How did you end up turning into paper? Paper, no way, I'm as fluffy as ever. Come on, give me a feel. What in the world? I was deep in sleep and the next thing I knew I woke up here. Since you're here too, does that mean... Did our hearts connect in a dream? There must be another explanation. I have no idea. Everything's a bit fuzzy. Let's just say it's some kind of mystical bond for now. Although I'm completely in the dark, I adore this story. They say dreams are veils cast by Ornyx. Could this be a gift from them? It appears that Titan cherishes you just as much as I do. I get it, a bedtime story. I love bedtime stories. Please read one to me. I've got a hunch that the beautiful star we just saw is a treasure that brings stories. In our travels ahead, we're sure to encounter many more. So let's keep our eyes peeled and dive into reading together. We need to collect tons of bedtime stories. Then, CottonCandyFuzz, you can read them to me. Okay. So... We don't know. We don't know the encryption key, so we can't go any further with that. The Flame Chaser's path? Prisoner of Flames, Khaslana. When the world's end descends, a hero raised a sword, glinting in the setting sun, and challenged the night that approached dusk. His heart pulsed with the brilliance of stars, and his eyes blazed like a fallen sun, casting silver needles upon the scarred earth. He shrouded his name in obscurity, burying the past in his homeland, frozen in memory, and vowed to defeat the new dawn, even if that dawn would consume all in its fire. And admin notes? Is that what we just went over? Yeah, that's what we just went over. Okay. Peruse this story to obtain. Oh my word. Okay. Okay. I am way behind in this. Avatar reward obtained by reading the admin notes and as I've written. Okay, so I need to read the Genesis Chronicles. I will do that later. Right now, we will continue the story.
Wake up! Wake up! Buddy! Wake up!
Ma'am?
You're finally awake. That's a relief. We were so close to being swept away by the reverse flow of time. It's lucky we found a safe place. Now, I'm going to send you back to the very start of time. But before we part, there's something I need to tell you. Something very, very important.
Okay.
That's right. At this very moment, my memories are finally whole.
That's amazing!
After watching so many fragments, my past is finally coming into focus, little by little. You're smart. You must have a clue now. Or maybe...
You knew the answer long ago, didn't you? Not surprised at all, huh? That's because I'm simple at heart. No matter what form I take, I've always been true to myself. But I'm glad that I remembered in the end. This way, I'll have no regrets.
Regrets?
Don't worry. We're not truly parting. Because I'm going to become a part of you.
What?
I'll turn into the memory of this cycle. The 33,550,336th Flame Chase journey. And forever reside in the heart of the Time Demigod. This way, you'll carry all that has come before, crossing time itself to reach the next cycle. My mission ends here, but looking back, I still feel lucky. After all, across 30 million Sirenes.
It is Cyrene!
And the only one who got to finally meet you.
Haha. I was like, is it Cyrene? Is it not Cyrene? You thought it was Mem, but no, it was me, Cyrene!
So, believe me, in the next cycle, there will be another Cyrene waiting for you. And in the one after that, and the one after that. I will always be waiting. Saying all that, I can finally fade away in peace and become a part of you. Without even realizing it, we'd already taken a wonderful journey together. All the way to the world's end. Now take my hand, say a brief farewell, and step forward into tomorrow.
But where are you gonna go? What's gonna happen to you? You're just gonna disappear?
Go, find the future Cyrene, and set out on another journey with her. Promise me you won't keep me waiting too long, okay? No need to say it out loud. This is enough for me. It's time to go, my dear friend. May your trailblazing journey always be accompanied by a cool breeze and rippling waves. And may the days ahead embrace you like the softest fluff. Forever warm, forever gentle.
Now, let's turn to the next page. A page that exists because of you. Is this a meeting ordained by fate? Or a long overdue reunion?
It's Cyrene Mem! Wait, what? What? That's where it ends? Stay tuned to find out what happens next in the upcoming installment? That's where it ends? Are you serious? No way! No way! No way! It's a weight worm! I heard that every group of children who went out of the village would make a promise before leaving. When they grew up, they'd meet again before this tree. Sometimes they would step on different paths, but their friendships remained as strong as ever, as if time could never wear them away. Time passes and life circles. When will I find that dear friend of mine? Okay, okay. There's Cyrene. Oh, there's a chest. Hold on, Cyrene. Hold on. Okay, Cyrene, what do you have to say? Hello. CottonCandyFuzz's surprised expression is just like what the memories recorded. Are you Cyrene or Mem? Yes, you must be really perplexed, CottonCandyFuzz. I wish I could give you answers, but I feel helpless about the current situation too. Wait, what? Oh, okay. It's me, CottonCandyFuzz. Don't you recognize me? Or did I really change that much? So, it isn't possible to restore your memories completely? It's pretty unbelievable for me too. It's like I had a long, long dream. Cyrene's memories and Mem's memories, they're all tangled together. But when I woke up, there were only broken fragments left. I can no longer remember those 30 million cycles. Luckily, I still remember my Chrysos air companions from this life. And you, CottonCandyFuzz. Everyone sacrificed everything for this world, and my heart is tied to their fates too. I want to start a new chapter as soon as possible. It's just that you complained to me before about a book called Versions that always stops at the most captivating parts. Perhaps that's just how fate works, huh? Sometimes I get frustrated because of that. But looking at it... Whoa! Hold up. Hold up. Sometimes I get frustrated because of that. But looking at it another way, it's really important to calm down and clear your head before making a big decision. And Aedes Elysiae is the perfect place for that. Cast off your feelings. Take a deep breath. And as a memento of our reunion, please allow me to offer you a gift, CottonCandyFuzz. A gift? 3, 2, 1.
Check it out!
Oh,
doesn't this scarecrow look just like you?
Word.
I spent ages observing just to get it right.
Oh my word. Wow! The tongue! Look at the tongue sticking out of the mouth! Good job, Cyrene. Good job. Now, we've also planted the seeds of the Trailblaze in Aedes Elysiae. Take it as the start of another journey. And when the time is ripe, let us return here and write the next page of our story together. In case CottonCandyFuzz feels up to it before we set off, you can come find me anytime. I'll be waiting for you here. Oh, it even has my hat! The scarecrow, resembling you in both form and spirit, is smiling at you. This is Cyrene's welcome gift. Do you remember what she said? If you're in the mood, go play with her. Ooh.
Seek, and you will find.
Cyrene's steady breathing suggests she's sleeping soundly. Wait until she wakes. Oh my word. I was just resting on the table when I spotted CottonCandyFuzz coming from afar. Still so cool and composed, just like my memories. Well then, what should we do next? We could hang around here and get to know this place better. Great idea. Let's take it easy and go for a walk. I'll be your personal guide, CottonCandyFuzz. How's that sound? Those who gaze upon beautiful sights are immensely greedy. They are plagued by a feeling that their horizons aren't wide enough. I'm a greedy person too, so I want to sit a little higher. That way, I can take in more of the scenery before me. It's strange. We were closer at the beach, but it felt so far beyond reach. But when I'm sitting on the rooftop, I feel that such distant sights are within my grasp. Distance brings beauty. Is that so? But we are seated so closely. Look, those white birds soaring towards the mesmerizing scenery. The sky is so high. Do you think we're part of the scenery they gaze upon too? Cyrene falls silent, turning her head to look into the distance. So, you also admire the scenery before you? Mountains far away, sailboats, the horizon over the sea. The ocean breeze caresses your cheeks. A gentle light, possibly the break of dawn or a sunset glow, calms your heart.
Oh, you like the view here? Then let me get a good look too, so I can remember the places you like.
How long have we been sitting up here on the rooftop? No matter how long you look, this view of Aedes Elysiae never gets old. Be careful when you're climbing down. Take it slow, and don't slip. The roof tiles hurt after sitting for too long. Let's bring 2 cushions over next time. Oh, when I'm not around, you can't come up to the roof alone. I'll be worried. In exchange, I'll bring you up on this roof to look at the view. Oh, memory crystal shards! Oh, treasure. Oh, come on, Bartolos! My old friend. Bet you didn't expect to run into old Bartolos here, of all places. Whoa there, judging by that look, you're probably thinking, am I seriously seeing a ghost right now? Well, whether or not you are, I can say with full confidence that based on my highly meticulous deduction, I am, at this exact moment, a ghostly figment conjured by your own subconscious. Don't get it twisted. First, I am the one and only real Bartolos. Secondly, the real Bartolos truly wouldn't be in Aedes Elysiae right now. Normally. Hehe. Just think of it as a little miracle to see old Bartolos here. You'll start seeing a lot more of us anyway. Alright, my friend. Back to business. Time for a little fun. Ahem. Like every time old Bartolos got caught, I've got a short story for you. See, there was this one time back in Yanisopolis, I played a neat little game. I laid out 3 boxes in front of a crowd. They only had to pay 1 coin to guess which one had the treasure. Pick the right one and the treasure is theirs. But after they made their pick, I wouldn't open it just yet. Instead, I'd pop open one of the others, an empty one, and say, look, this one's got nothing. Want to change your pick? Of course they should change it. Smart move, but how do you know old Bartolos didn't secretly switch the treasure while you were thinking it over? Ah, wonder why did I tell you all this? Now, go open these 3 treasure chests I brought you and see what happens when old Bartolos gets a little mischievous, hee hee. Okay. Here's one. Here's two. Oh my goodness. And here's three. Thank you, Bartolos. Oh. A feast laid out in silence, as if waiting for a party to start. Maybe one day you and your companions will gather here and dig in together. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Cyrene and see if there's something else we can do. You did it! We did it! We did do it! I'm gonna see. Oh my word, look at the seal! A solitary leopard. The baby seal paddles along all on its own, like a fish in the water, calm and carefree. Aren't you glad you waited? Yes, I'm so glad. But why does it have such determination in its eyes? I'm so glad I waited.
Soft and snuggy baby seal, splishing and splashing about. All chubby and pudgy. They're just too cute.
Yeah, that would have been way too much for me to do last night. I'm the mightiest, manliest seal in all of 80s Elysiae. No room for two seals in one pond. I gotta show him who's boss. Now find me a worthy opponent. Looks like the baby seal's getting hyped up. Is it because of the compliment? Uh-huh. Still, it must get kind of lonely all by itself here. Wouldn't it be nice if it had a companion? Why are you still loafing around? Don't make me tail slap you in the face! No room for two seals in one pond. I gotta show him who's boss. Now find me a worthy opponent. Okay. Apparently I have to find another seal. You look just as excited as I am for our next wonderful journey together, don't you? Don't rush. Maybe if we take a little break, a reunion that feels like just the blink of an eye could lead to a whole new encounter waiting for us. Okay, so that is it. We have done our little hangout with Cyrene. We completed the story. We did it, guys. It's a... wow. It ended on a bit of a cliffhanger. Well, they kind of wrapped things up. But at the same time, I feel like they ended on a bit of a cliffhanger because we don't really know exactly what happened to Phynon. They kind of explained it to us in the notes, but I was kind of confused and didn't really understand. And we don't know what's going to happen to Amphorius. So we will have to wait and see for the next part of the story to come out. So yeah, we will see when that happens. But for now, I think we'll go ahead and wrap up the stream. So yeah, thank you for everyone who came out and played some Honkai Star Rail with me. I hope you had a great day/night wherever you are at, and I hope you have a great rest of your day/night wherever you may be. Thank you so much to everyone who interacted in the chat. I love talking with my viewers. It makes my day so much more meaningful and fun. So thank you to everyone who did that. And to everyone who is watching on YouTube and who watched on Twitch. Thank you so much for coming out to my forest, everybody. I will talk to you all later. Goodbye. Bye, everyone.